Did you know that your mind can't distinguish between a real and an imagined threat? Welcome to our exploration of the human mind, an intricate labyrinth of thoughts, emotions, and mysteries that we're about to unravel together. Today we'll embark on a journey navigating the winding paths of the human psyche. We'll alternate between the jovial and the sensual, exploring the fascinating, sometimes hilarious, and other times downright titillating facts about psychology. Just imagine for a moment the sheer power of the brain, the incredible machinery that keeps us ticking, dreaming, laughing, and loving. It's a marvel of nature, a testament to the beauty of evolution. And we're going to delve into its deepest corners. We'll start off light with the funnier side of things, exploring the mind's knack for pranks and bloopers. Ever wondered why we laugh at the most inappropriate moments, or why a mere thought can set our hearts racing? Well, get ready to find out. Then we'll switch gears and venture into the passionate mind, exploring the brain's role in attraction, desire, and love. Prepare to be amazed as we uncover the science behind these powerful emotions and how they shape our interactions and relationships. As we journey through these alternating themes, we'll uncover the mind's greatest hits, the quirkiest quirks, and the most captivating conundrums. We'll delve into the lighthearted, the sensual, and everything in between, demystifying the complex world of psychology in a fun, engaging, and stimulating way. Whether you're a psychology enthusiast, a curious mind, or simply someone who enjoys a good laugh or a tantalizing tale, we're sure this exploration will keep you hooked, amused, and enlightened. So, are you ready? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of psychology. Ever wondered why you can't tickle yourself? It's because your brain anticipates the tickle and nullifies the response. Now, isn't that a fascinating quirk of the mind? Here's another. Did you know that your brain is more active while you're dreaming than when you're awake? That's right, those wild, fantastical dreams are your brain's way of letting off some steam. And speaking of dreams, have you ever woken up certain you heard your alarm only to find it hasn't gone off yet? That's a phenomenon called a false awakening. It's like your brain is playing a prank on you. And how about this one? Your brain is capable of remembering every single face you have ever seen. Yes, even that stranger from a decade ago. It's like your brain is a super powerful storage device. Isn't it funny how our brains work? Now let's switch gears. Did you know that attraction can literally make us crazy? Love and lust activate the same area of the brain as mental illnesses. Quite the revelation, isn't it? Now let's take a deeper dive into the passionate mind and the science of attraction. Firstly, let's talk about the halo effect. This is a cognitive bias where our overall impression of a person influences how we perceive their other traits. If we find someone attractive, we're more likely to perceive them as intelligent, kind, and funny. Pretty wild, right? Next, we've got the honeymoon phase. This period, typically the first 12 to 18 months of a relationship, is when partners experience intense emotions and attraction for each other. It's like a mental roller coaster. This is because the brain releases a surge of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, making us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But what happens when the honeymoon phase ends? Well, that's when the attachment phase kicks in. This is a less passionate, more comfortable stage of a relationship. It's like going from a wild roller coaster ride to a serene boat ride. But don't worry, it's a completely normal and necessary phase for long-term commitment. Now, have you ever wondered why we're attracted to people who are similar to us? This is known as assortative mating. Studies show that we're more likely to choose partners who share our traits, values, and socio-economic background. It's as if our brains are wired to seek familiarity and comfort. Lastly, let's talk about love at first sight. Is it real? Science says it might be more of lust at first sight. Our brains can make a judgment about attraction within 1/10 of a second. That's faster than a blink of an eye, so there you have it. Our brains are not just thinking machines, but also powerful engines of passion. Love, lust, and attraction are more complex than they seem, but let's lighten the mood. Do you know why we forget what we were going to do when we walk into a room? It's because of the doorway effect. In the whimsical world of our mind, our very own brain plays the role of a prankster. Picture this. You've probably experienced walking into a room only to completely forget why you're there. This is due to a phenomenon psychologists call the doorway effect. It's like our brain hits a reset button every time we cross a threshold. Similarly, have you ever noticed how a watched pot never seems to boil? This is another prank your brain pulls on you. It's called time perception, a peculiar trick of the mind that makes time seem to slow down when you're closely monitoring it. But wait, there's more. Ever heard of change blindness? It's when drastic changes in a visual scene go unnoticed because our attention is elsewhere. Our brains can be quite the pranksters, but they can also be quite sensual. Did you know that the color red can make you more attractive? It's true, according to psychology. This vibrant hue is often associated with passion, desire, and love. It's no coincidence that red roses are a symbol of romance, or that we paint the town red when we're celebrating. The color red, it seems, has a way of capturing our attention and stirring our emotions. But the alluring power of colors doesn't stop at red. Blue, for instance, is said to evoke feelings of calm and trust. It's the color of the clear sky and the deep sea, both of which inspire a sense of serenity and stability. If you're looking to build a bond based on trust, consider incorporating more blue into your life. And let's not forget about the captivating role that scents play in attraction. The smell of vanilla, for example, is often linked with comfort and sweetness, making it a popular choice in perfumes and candles. On the other hand, the scent of lavender is known for its calming effects, which can help to create a relaxed and inviting atmosphere. Sounds too can have a seductive impact. The rhythm of a heartbeat, the soft whispers of a loved one, or the soothing melody of a favorite song. These auditory cues can stir up powerful emotions and create a sense of intimacy. It's no wonder that music is such a key component of romantic dates and candle-lit dinners. Yet, it's not just about the colors we see, the scents we smell, or the sounds we hear. It's about how these elements interact and influence our perceptions. It's about how they play into the intricate dance of attraction and desire. It's about how they tap into our subconscious, guiding our actions and reactions in ways we might not even realize. So, the next time you're getting ready for a date or planning a romantic evening, remember the power of colors, scents, and sounds. Use them to your advantage. After all, the art of seduction is as much about psychology as it is about chemistry. The power of suggestion is a potent thing, but let's lighten the mood again. Ever had a tip of the tongue moment? That's your brain retrieving information, just not quickly enough. It's like a mental hiccup, a blooper in the grand production of your mind. But that's not the only trick your brain likes to play. Consider the Mandela effect, where you remember something that never really happened. Or how about the Dunning-Kruger effect, where the less skilled you are at something, the more confident you feel about it. Quite the paradox, isn't it? And then there's confirmation bias. Your brain's sneaky little way of ignoring information that doesn't fit into your worldview. It's like a selective bouncer, only letting in thoughts that align with your beliefs. But here's the fun part. Despite these cognitive errors and biases, these mind bloopers, we continue to make sense of the world, dream, create, and innovate. Our brains aren't perfect, but they sure are fascinating. Speaking of which, did you know that women are more attracted to men with a strong sense of humor? That's because it signifies intelligence and creativity. Now, let's delve deeper into the realm of sexual psychology, focusing on the intriguing factors that draw us to others. Hold tight. It's going to be an exciting journey through the sensual mind. Did you ever wonder why the scent of a particular person can seem irresistibly attractive? It turns out that our noses are excellent at picking up pheromones, chemical signals that can trigger attraction. These invisible messengers might be telling us more about our potential partners than we realize. Let's turn to the power of the voice. A deep, resonant voice in men can be captivating, and it's linked to higher testosterone levels. On the flip side, higher-pitched, breathy voices in women are often perceived as more attractive, suggesting youthfulness and femininity. And what about the color red? It's not just a bold fashion statement. Studies have shown that both men and women are more attracted to individuals wearing red, as it's associated with passion and romance. Now let's talk about body language. The way a person moves can be just as enticing as their physical features. Expressive body language, such as open postures and animated gestures, exudes confidence and can be highly appealing. But attraction isn't just skin deep. Emotional intelligence, the capacity to understand and manage emotions, is a powerful magnet. People with high emotional intelligence tend to be empathetic, understanding, and good at navigating social situations. qualities that can make them irresistibly attractive. And lastly, let's not forget about shared interests. Whether it's a love for the same music, sport, or a peculiar hobby, shared passions can fuel attraction, creating a sense of bonding and understanding. Attraction isn't just about physical appearance, but enough about that. The sensual mind is indeed fascinating, don't you think? Let's continue our exploration in the next scene. Remember the Yanni versus Laurel debate? That was all about auditory perception. Yes, indeed. That viral sensation was a testament to how our minds can perceive the same input in completely different ways. Now let's embark on a journey down memory lane as we recap some of the most surprising and interesting facts we've covered in this video. We started our journey with an exploration of the intriguing world of psychology, where we discovered that our brains are wired to seek out patterns even where none exist. This phenomenon, known as apophenia, explains why we see faces in clouds or why we think our phone is vibrating when it's not. Then we took a detour into the lighter side of the mind and learned about the contagious nature of laughter. Ever wondered why you start laughing when others do? Even if you don't get the joke, that's the power of mirror neurons at work, folks. We also delved into the passionate mind and found out that the brain is our most important sexual organ. It's responsible for those butterflies in the stomach and that warm, fuzzy feeling when you're with someone special. Then we had some fun with the prankster mind, learning that our brain can sometimes trick us into believing things that aren't true, like the rubber hand illusion. We explored the seductive mind and how certain scents can trigger powerful emotional responses. Remember, it's not just about looking good, but smelling good too. We laughed at the mind's bloopers, like when we walk into a room and completely forget why we're there, or when we call someone by the wrong name. These mental slip-ups are known as brain farts. Finally, we savored the sensual mind, learning how our five senses are intimately connected to our emotions and memories. And there you have it, folks. The human mind is a mysterious, funny, and sensual organ. Thanks for watching.